Okay. Hello. So welcome to this new test of Morin Khuur instrument. This time it's gonna be like a little bit of the high range of instrument. So I have 1 million instrument here just as a reference. Like 1 million is like the beginning of the medium kind of instrument. Then we have a 2 million, 2 million 800. Then one which is 3 million, and one that is normally 3.5 but that has a discount at 3 million. I will explain later why there is a discount. So first we can start with this like mid-grade, like the low mid-grade quality. So it's just as a reference for the sound, because I know you are interested in a high quality, in a professional instrument. So here, that is like the build of this like kind of like simple instrument. So we have a very basic making here. The wood is very simple, like everything here is very flat, so you will, I guess, hear in the sound. So actually, this very low mid quality instrument is actually very decent. So wow, the sound is actually very strong, very bright, maybe a little bit too bright, but the balance between the different I would say, okay, just put there, that here, the balance between the two strings is kind of fine, but the pegs are kind of like a little bit arch, not really smooth. So this might become a problem over time, I think. And the wood is very simple, so I doubt that this instrument will evolve that much over time. So anyhow, let's get to the first here, the 2 million, yeah, 2 million 8, and yeah, I tested that one, I remember this one. So the first thing I can say is that it's much heavier than the previous instrument. Actual, much heavier than the previous instrument. I just thought this thing, I thought it was in the video. So I remember that one. So I can definitely see that the making of the pegs is definitely much better. The making of the head is also much more detailed. You can also, I guess, see that the finish, the polish is really like super clean. But I will not recommend that instrument. I will explain why, because I remember there were a few flaws which I saw that felt a little bit risky. But basically that's the only one at that price, so that's why I'm showing it to you. So the reason why I would not get that instrument, basically, I don't know if you can see, but you can see that there is the front is made by from 1, 2, 3 and 4 pieces of wood instead of only 2. Also here we can see that I'm not sure if it was a crack or something, but this kind of line, it's a little bit concerning, because it means it might be fragile or something. And actually in the low part here and here, we can see there is like already a beginning of breaking. I don't know if you can see the line here. There is two actually. It's all already kind of like broke, like here, here and here. It's already broken on the lower part, and it's already starting to move on the front. So it means that if it takes a little bit of a hit, if it takes a change of humidity, dry and stuff, it for sure it's gonna be very sensitive. So I'm talking about this in this video just to educate as well. So if ever later you or other person that watch this video kind of like buy an instrument and see this kind of thing, be very careful. That's super dangerous. It might make the front kind of break all the way if it takes a bit of a hit. It's kind of like a start of a cut on these like plastic bag that we use for chips and stuff like that. So it's kind of it's kind of the same. So be very careful with that. Anyhow, I will still play it a little bit so you can also have a reference for the sound, but I remember the sound was pretty good. So the sound is definitely like really good. On the sound part, there is absolutely nothing to criticize. It's really, really, really great. So if, sorry, it's like the rosin is everywhere. So if that front would be one part, and eventually the four part is not that bad, I guess it's still a little bit concerning in my opinion. But it's mostly the beginning of the break here and here. It's twice. It's like two times. So definitely because of that, for me, that's a kind of like a risky instrument. It might be more sensitive than one that is full and without any beginning of break, obviously. So that's unfortunate because the sound is really great. So if ever you're not scared to get an instrument that might break because you know how to fix, or you're comfortable with fixing the instrument later eventually, then this one can be a good choice. But for me, it's too much risk, so I would kind of like avoid that, even though the sound is really, really good. So that's for this instrument. So now we can see, oh, that's 2,000,008 as well. Actually, that's the 3,000,000. That was only one. Sorry about that. So now we have a 2,800,000 again. So it's a little bit more simple in the making, but here there is absolutely, I cannot see any flaw anywhere. It's definitely really, but is it really 2,000,000? Yeah, 2,800,000. Interesting, why? So let's see how it sounds. I hope the sound is like super good because it's very So this instrument is 2,800,000 actually, but it looks very very simple, almost close to the one that is at 1 million. So I'm not exactly sure why it's so expensive, as the making is very simple. I'm not sure to understand why. Maybe we will see with the sound. Anyhow, the wood is kind of like good. We can see a little bit this like 1, 2, 3 part, which is really good because it means like the art of the wood here, and it's very typical for the Morin. But it's really like 1 and 2 piece, like how it should be. But this little like 1, 2, 3 kind of color difference is really typical of the good instrument. So that's great. And this light color is a little bit bigger than the bridge, which is also great. And on the back we can see that it's perfectly symmetrical. So it means that it comes from the same wood. So the repartition of the sound on the two sides will be very similar, which is also great. So on that aspect, that's really great. Then as usual, we have the ebony for the tail, for the fingerboard, for the core of the peg, and I can see that definitely the pegs are really well done, very smooth, very fine. The sculpting of the horse head is really really clean. Also, I'm not sure if you can see, but this is like the little light is not like a color, it's also carved inside. So it's a very very nice effect that we can see here. So that's a very cool detail. So let's see how it sounds. Oh. Okay. So okay, I think you saw my face. So basically, the look is very simple, but the sound is like so good. Uh, like it, for sure it's gonna open more. I'm a little bit shocked because I was like looking. It was like it felt very simple in the making, but actually the like for sure the making of these two part is like super 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 well done. It's so comfortable to play. It plays very easily. um so well, that one is like smoking that previous one like by far. The balance between the two strings is really good. It's not dropping when we start to play chord, compared like between the empty strings and the strings played with the finger. It's not dropping. The strength and the clarity and the temper is being held when we are getting in the high octave. So first octave is strong, second octave is also good, third octave it's going like flawlessly through the three octaves and all that. So wow, the sound is super balanced, super great. For now, I think the instrument might be a little bit I think, no, this one is like in the shop for a little while. I think that it might be because first, it's a little bit expensive. It's kind of the high range, so it's not instruments that are being sold every day. They tend to stay in the shop for a little while. Also, it looks very simple, so people might just check at it and say like, ah, yeah, that's a simple one, and they are actually passing on, just passing through like an instrument that is so good. So actually, now the making is looking very simple, but definitely, considering the sound, definitely the making is great, the sound is great. Now if I check in detail, as this instrument has been in the shop for a little while, I can see that it was handled a little bit, and it has one or two little very minor hit, which are like things that are very normal on instruments that are being used. So there is like one little hit there, so it's not like critical or anything, but yeah. And I don't see much other thing like that. So well, that is pretty great. So just let me see that. There might be a little bit like the previous instrument, there might be a little area here, 1 2 3 lines. I don't know if you can see, that might be a little bit sensitive. You can see like this area, you can see on the picture, on the video, that it's kind of tend to be on another color there. Even though when we are looking front, it's kind of the same. It means that this kind of like absorb or take the humidity and the environment a little bit. And if I touch, I can see that it's a little bit bumpy, just slightly. But it might evolve not in the way that we want in the future. So that would be the only thing, kind of similar to the previous one, but the sound is so good. So again, the sound is great, but the making is a little bit simple, and there might be a sensitive thing going on here. So it's a little bit like the previous one, but better, still better, because it's not broken or anything. But anyway, I'm always trying to be as thorough and explicative as I can, so the video tend to be a little bit long, but hopefully it's educative and helping you and the people that are looking. So now we are at 3 million, and now you will see that actually the difference is only 200k, but the gap in quality is like insane. So first look at this wood. We are already like on another planet compared to the previous one. Also here you can see that there is a little detail. This and here, that white thing, is it bone? It might be bones. I think it's bone. Yeah, it is. So there is bone here to make the joint. So very nice addition, very nice. It's super cool. So the front is like that, the side is like that. There is a little bit of oil of oil painting, and then it was sanded, so the neck is super cool. Then you can see the horse head is much more detailed, the mane here is sculpted very nicely, and so on. So definitely like the look is, now it looks like a professional instrument for sure. So let's see how it sounds. And of course yeah, not surprised. nothing to say. I think it's pretty obvious. Wood quality great, balance great, very warm, very strong, good ebony quality for the neck, very nice finish for the head. So yeah, that's, I mean, that's awesome. That's really great instrument, and the wood is like so pretty, so good looking, very good quality. So yeah, that's awesome. So out of all the instrument, as this is still in your budget, for me that's this one. It's a no-brainer. There is not even any discussion. This is like so good. So well, yeah, let's check that last one though. Is it even better? Can it be even better? So basically this one is normally